And that's the truth of the matter, is that God, he told me that too. Because I bitched at him. I bitched at God. Like, why would you let all this time go by with that woman? And let me marry her, have kids and all this shit. And he's so simple. Those are my children. You were the one I wanted to, and unfortunately, Jenna was the one that had the DNA, okay? And she did take care of your children, right? And she probably could have made it a lot worse on you, even though I limited her, but her evil was capable of making it worse, but I didn't let it get that. So she didn't cooperate with the destruction. She planted the seed of destruction in me, and I grew it because I felt like I deserved it. I didn't know why, but that was because of the broken soul ties, or that was because of the dishonored soul ties, but it was unintentional. You see what I'm saying? This is a clusterfuck of spells and curses that she put on all of us, and they got you putting on yourselves, because anything you were putting on me was coming back on you, because it was not my fault. But we didn't know it. So she is fucking us in a way that makes us fuck ourselves, in a way that we're not even in the same room, and it hurts and it breaks us, and we don't even know how. It's still, you see what? It's like a generational curse, man. It just followed us around. That's why the spirit that we have is familiar still, but it's, and so what I need is somebody that's involved in this that knows to come forward. And Megan, there are some other legal issues that you're heavily involved in, that this is the only warning I'm going to give you, because this is important, because this has to be done. This has to be done. Something has to be done, okay? You'll move on this offer that I give you, or you will be moved by the offer that I have no choice but to ensue. Okay? Legally, my credit in some places has been so fucking raped by the people that started all this, because that was part of it, the wealth and everything. How do you take all that energy of the wealth and disperse it in a way that you can take it all? Because this was take it all, even though she wastes most of it. Unfucking familiar with how to use that wealth that God gave me, because it wasn't for her. She wasn't allowed to make it boom exponential in every way. And I mean cash, cars, houses, all that fucking glamour stuff would just be a fucking byproduct that didn't even phase us in our life. We were gonna have and we will. We are having. This is just the beginning. And sometimes, if you're made to fight for something for so long, so hard, so long, with such determination, and then you're almost to the point where, like, God, okay, well, I fought as much, and if I continue to fight, it's like I can't progress now. If I continue fighting this much, I'm gonna lose what I've gained in the ground so far, which is sanity. You know, fuck sanity. Okay, I'm gonna call it mental health, because my mental process is healing, and I did that. Others may have been trying to help me, unaware, and I know that has happened. I have had help. It's been very little help from anybody that I know. I've had help from the people that hurt me too, not Jenna, but Miriam and Megan, Brianna. They all helped me in ways, but they all fucking hurt me in ways. But I think they were mad. I think Brianna in particular did not necessarily know that my brain had been wiped, but maybe later on she did. That's why I haven't been able to give up on any of y'all. Even though y'all were destroying me, I was like, I don't get it. I don't get this. It's because you didn't trust me. Jenna instilled that fucking spirit of not trusting me into into this entire goddamn town. She labeled me a fucking virus. No, you can't fucking be with this person. He has to be single, blah, 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 and all this shit. But you can't take everything from him. You can use this formula to get him to do this. You can have this held over him, and if you do this, he'll fucking give you this, or and every time I got to the next person that wanted to manipulate me, because they didn't want to manipulate me originally, but because of what they had agreed on, okay, the sex ring that ensued from what Jenna took from us as a healthy sex therapy, that's what it was going to be, and it will be, I promise. It is, it already is, Jenna. All we got to do is just get it back together. You ripped it apart and spread it across the world, but we're going to